There's a case where the practitioner, having gone into the wilderness or to the shade of a tree or an empty dwelling, sits down, folds the legs, holds the body erect, and sets mindfulness to the fore. Always mindful, breathing in, mindful breathing out. When breathing in long, discerning, I am breathing in long. Or breathing out long, discerning, I am breathing out long. Or breathing in short, or breathing out short. Or any number of ways. The breath will come and go. It's a thing that the mind can discern. Train ourselves toward breathing in sensitive to the entire body. When breathing out, sensitive to the entire body. We train ourselves when breathing in, calming, bodily fabrication. When breathing out, calming, bodily fabrication. The way we put together the breath, the way we put together the body in our mind is bodily fabrication. So sensitive to the whole body, and calming this relationship between the mind and the body. When we breathe in, we become sensitive to rapture. We breathe out, sensitive to rapture. Breathing in, sensitive to pleasure. Breathing out, sensitive to pleasure. Might use the terms refreshment or fullness. This is feeling tones, the tones of pleasure, of pain, of neither pleasure nor pain. We're inclining the mind to be sensitive to the goodness we're experiencing here, in that realm, rapture, pleasure, refreshment. We train ourselves. I will breathe in sensitive to mental fabrications. Breathe out sensitive to mental fabrications. These are these feeling tones and perceptions. The labels we give to things, the images associated. Inclining toward the pleasure and rapture gives us a comfortable space to view how we label things. And we train ourselves. I'll breathe in calming mental fabrication. I'll breathe out calming mental fabrication. We relax that relationship. Maybe feeling the need to label things, or the grasping aspect to fabricating things mentally. I will breathe in sensitive to the mind. I will breathe out sensitive to the mind. In this case, the mind is referred to in terms of mind states, moods, the weather system of the mind. We become sensitive to that atmosphere. We train ourselves toward breathing in, satisfying the mind the same way. We inclined our breath toward rapture and pleasure. We breathe in, satisfying the mind, breathe out, satisfying the mind, making it a good place to be. This might be a good place for that term, gladness. Bring gladness to that space. Put a vase of flowers in the middle of that space. Open the windows on a beautiful day. And from that, we're able to steady the mind, breathing in, steadying the mind. I train myself, breathing out, steadying the mind. I train myself, breathing in, releasing the mind, breathing out, releasing the mind, allowing this space to be. We've made it satisfying and steady, and we can let it go. And with some concentration behind us, some steadiness, we might incline the mind toward the mental constructs. We train ourselves. We'll breathe in, focusing on inconstancy. Breathe out, focusing on inconstancy, sometimes called impermanence. In this steady place that we've cleared for ourselves, seeing the inconstancy, the coming and going of each breath. There's nothing that's truly still in the world of samsara. Everything changing, everything moving. And from this we train ourselves on sometimes called dispassion or fading. Breathing in, focusing on dispassion. Breathing out, focusing on dispassion. The thing that fades in us is the grasping to those things that are obviously inconstant. Breathe in, focusing on cessation. Breathing out, focusing on cessation. Through our dispassion, there becomes the ending to the grasping. The last three are really all kind of what we normally think of as the same thing, but kind of broken down. Dispassion, cessation, and finally relinquishment. It's like our grasping, grinding to a halt. Finally, let go. Train myself, breathing in, focusing on relinquishment, breathing out, focusing on relinquishment. Breathing in long, I discern I'm breathing in long. Breathing out long, I discern I'm breathing out long. Or breathing in short or medium. Subtle or blatant. With each in-breath and each out-breath, sensitive to the entire body, calming the entire body, refreshed, pleasant, sensitive to rapture. Seeing the creations of the mind, the labels, calming the mind. Sensitive to the mind state, letting it be satisfied, steady, open, released. From this place of stillness, seeing the inconstancy, letting our grasping, our anxiety, our ill will, our delusion fade. Cease, and finally be relinquished.